Hello folks and welcome to Erannorth Chronicles. We are in Vanburg. We came here to do a certain challenge, and before we do that, let's check what we have here. We have an aversion on Earth and Fire, and affinity on Water and Earth. Okay, let's go to our deck builder. We have built a deck called Fallback, which are the mostly safe to use cards, and now we will tweak it by adding some extra water and air cards, while also removing no, I don't think I want to remove these cards. We can get this energy and add it to a water or an air card, just as fine. Acid won't have a benefit or a penalty, so it can be part of the deck to gain some experience. And we can drop the boars. We can drop one of these. Or it would be better to keep this instead. We will remove this one. I want to have some playtime with my other cards as well, the acid ones, because we will be needing them at some point, so they better be leveled. We are very close to our limit, so let's loiter. Should be quite safe now. Let's start with the random stun. See where it lands and then stun the rest of the guys. Now we didn't do anything useful, except maybe removed some hit points from a couple of them, but otherwise It was a mostly wasted turn. Let's move these two guys up front.
Do you hear the voices too?
That was quite bad. Benefactor flank changed their tactics because they no longer had any reason to flank, so okay, we'll have to can now use our rock shards. Okay, somehow we survived. That's ranged. Hunt. Ah, we can't use it. Okay. We break his counter attack, and now they will both die. 7 to 10 acid, 4 intense. A 20 will kill him, but let's make that a bit more of a safe bet.
Do you hear the voices too?
Log trap. Greater stun and cripple. Nice. Healing. Let's use this here first, add some more vulnerable, and I will keep the acid splash for the next turn, for the next encounter. We have 8 cards in hand. Let's bring in the board. Actually, we could have kept this hand, but it's okay. These 3 are equipment, so they don't count. These cards will count when determining how many we will discard. And we have a clay dragon horn here. He's pretty resistant in acid. I guess drinking too much grog. Let's incapacitate him. Let's hear the local gossip. Let's use the intense part. And done. We'll get Fire Breath, deals twice fire damage and then applies Burn. Burn is the only part that can level up, but once it does would be very nice. Stashed. Cured Lizard is a nice consumable, but Fendus Geyser is even better for our case, so Stash. And we unlocked the second part of the quest in Vanburg, which is the Dead Man's Chest. Vanburg is now tier 0. Dead Man's Chest is a red. It's a red quest, so let's go to Inford and do the ritual murders there. Sorry for that. Let's start with a Gaul. Okay, first this one so he can die, then this one so he can attack, and finally we'll get the flanks. Immolate. Let's discard one of these. They are a reaction, so we can just play one of them. Actually, I'll discard both of them so I can play attack instead. Immolate. I should have attacked first and then sacrificed the boar, but sometimes my hand moves on its own and does stupid things. So, okay, Gal done. Let's try to stun some people. Let's grab the water. Resist it. Track. Let's mark this one as well. Immolate. I don't mind them getting cover. Cover will protect them from my ranged attacks, but not from everything else. It will also remove stacks that they didn't have, so all good. Sigil of the Erannorth and Alchemist Bomb Fire. We can't use this, but we can have this in our stash. Would be useful. Now we can finish him with the fire stacks. Let's use one of our eruditions to level up our orb.
Do you hear the voices too?
I don't particularly mind the Gull's Bite, since we have plenty of Hex Ward. Start with Strain. Scroll of Water. He resisted it all. Let's use the Intense. We have this one marked. And we can go back to full health. Okay, nothing to worry about. This challenge was quite up to our power level, and I will get this, I will add it to my deck. Will help us level up quite fast. Stas. Let's buy a Flame Strike. Let's buy an Acidic Orb. Buy one of these. Okay, let's go back to Vanburg and face the old pirate. Benefactor flank. Let's put the flanker first, because if we had the benefactor flank first, then the other guy would see no reason to flank us, probably, with the flanking counter already on him, and he would instead attack. Soulfire. Fiery Missile. I will get a Soulfire. It's dust. Now let's incapacitate as many of them as we can. This one will also die. Trap. We'll deal with the log trap first. Let's switch.
Do you hear the voices too?
Local gossip. Water blade. Emulating current can replicate several times.
Level up.
Awesome, we got a level. And our plan was to increase our summon limit so that when we get the Tower of Elements perk that reduces it, we will be back at 1. So let's go to the Druid tree. I will be getting Grove of the Stone. Immobilized enemies lose 5 hit points before they act. We want that too. Geomancy action creep +2, that's a good thing as well. The part of the stone for allies. Okay. And summon limit +1. So now that we have a 2 summon limit, we will drop it back to 1 by taking the Tower Novice perk. 1 is enough for our shenanigans, and here we will be placing 1 point on a research. We'll save these 90 points for completing this challenge right here. Hopefully they will be enough. Now we don't want him to use Cannonade. Cannonade is pretty nasty if I recall correctly. You can search here for Cannonade. Allies minus 16 health. When it will unravel, we will gain burning, vulnerable. Our allies will lose additionally 8 hit points and craft a Cannonade. So you either play Cannonade, lose 8 action points and give your allies minus 16, or this thing will keep punishing you the more you hold it. So it's best to be avoided if we can. We'll see. Burn, chain, bleed. Out of combat. Inevitable vulnerable needs hunting. Okay, needs hunting. Stashed. Now it's mine and flank. Okay, I will pass here. Now it will be to our benefit if we could fetch an erudition, but I'm not even sure if I have any more eruditions in my deck. Anyway, let's use this on our character. And blast this guy. Okay, we avoided Cannonade. Now he's in Benefactor sealed. Just pass. Now, while it's really awesome that we can use two allies, unfortunately we shouldn't get too comfortable because we do want to advance to the Tower of Elements, so we will be losing that. Let's melt the lock. Stas. Pyrohelix synergy damage. Deal 8 to 17 damage to 3 enemies. And has a duration. Nice. And breathe fire. Also nice. It's dust. So let's see what's our state. We have enough perk points to get the Tower of Elements perk. This will give us our mage robes, which is pretty awesome. And also fatigue comes slower. We can play 2 additional actions. We get 2 level up points. We get summon limit -1, okay. And we can now pick a secondary focus, which can be either hydromancy, aeromancy or geomancy. We already have geomancy. We could take it to boost earth affinity and chaotic, but we can also get to pick between hydromancy and aeromancy and add those to our repertoire as well. We'll need 150 more per points for that. Now if you look at magic threads, which have become much better, and if we unlock one additional 5 rank skill, it will become a great card to have. So probably next perk would be one of these two, and then we can go and get our thread cards. I will save these level up points for now. Let's check out what's for sale on Vanburg. Can buy some exports. We could sell some of this in Infort, I guess. So as you can see now, we can earn much better cards that we have increased the area levels and our expertise levels. But since we are here, let's go and do these 2 challenges as well. We need 3 more to get 10 hit points and 10 adventurers knapsack. Okay, let's start with the easy one. Switch to our base earth. Let's see if we have any additional earth cards that we can use. Okay. We had light, water and air, so we are good. Stun this one. Let's get the synergy. This area is pretty easy, so we shouldn't have much of a problem. They are undead, but weak undead. Let's get one of these. And we'll use erudition. Helix. Kill this one. Kill this one. Unfortunately, we can't deal with the last zombie, but our Helix did that for us. Lothiel's Dragon Mirage. Lose 3 hit points, play Inevitable Counterattack or Synergy Wrath 4, Weaken 7, Retribution 18. And Inevitable Counterattack means that the enemy will attack us, and we probably want that because we will have stacked Retribution for them to take. So let's grab a Lothiel's Dragon Mirage. It's a very interesting card. Cripple. We can apply Venom on this guy. Retribution Strain. And pass. Narcissus Flame Strike. Let's take this to sell it. Stas to inventory. Stas. Stas. Okay, so let's do quickly the other treasure hunt as well. We still have Earth Affinity, we still have Air and Water Aversion.
Do you hear the voices too?
Plague Doctor. Let's put the synergy here. Okay, we dealt with this one, he will die. We have this 2 Benefactor healing or attack. So I think I will put this guy first. Have these 2 attack. Hopefully survive that. And let's use this since we are here. To 16. Poison then attack. Let's start with the rock shards. Entangle. Move him in the front. We can use it to any target, so flank counter-attack. Flank shield concealment. A shield could be a problem. Let's kill this one first. With this card.
Do you hear the voices too?
Yeah, that's it. Melt the lock. Staff of Fire. Requires 8 pyromancy. Inevitable burn. Deal 11 to 22 damage. Discard synergy burn. Yes, we will grab it. Add it to our inventory. And Promise of Dawn as well. Even if I don't plan on using them, they will be quite expensive. Okay, and that's for today's episode, folks. Our character has now started gaining their strength, and soon will be able to tackle most of the challenges in our level. and see how we can further improve our skills and deck. I hope you are enjoying the run so far. I will be seeing you next time. Have a good night. Bye bye.